was expecting something like quarterback, but they knew we were probably keen that a lot. So I wouldn't say it was a bad play call.
But when Jay shot Cornell, obviously engaged the guard.
Yeah.
The tackle couldn't chase, pardon the expression. And he shoots up through there have you ever seen a play almost work that perfectly?
It worked out perfectly, yeah. We kind of played the quarterback run, those stunts that we had from both the tackle and the end.
Yeah.
It worked out perfectly, in that situation.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Pete, I'm sorry if somebody asked you this earlier. I'm sure they did, but was that the best overall performance for linebackers so far this year on Saturday night?
I would say so, yeah. Especially for a big game like that. I feel like we all graded up to the game. We just did a great job all around. Did a lot better tackling and focusing on.
Did you guys need a performance like that? We've asked you seemingly every week you're out here about the big plays and all that stuff. Did you guys ever feel like you needed a game to kind of validate that progress and show?
I think we did, especially from the games in the past, not really performing as best as we could. Having a game like that, kind of step through, break through that barrier, especially with a big game like Penn State, playing in Happy Valley, it was a big step. So yeah, I'm happy.
Pete, I don't know how much you read social media or watch TV or whatever, but you ever got annoyed by people coming down on the linebackers? It seems to be like a hot button thing. Yeah. I think that's the general gripe from the fan base right now. Is it misguided and is it annoying to read?
I'm not big on social media. I've seen a few things, but I'm not big on it. So I don't really know. You probably know a little bit more about it than I do. But yeah, it would be a little annoying, although I haven't seen it that much. Not a big Twitter or whatever.
When people say that the linebackers are underperforming this year, what is your reaction to that, and is that a misguided viewpoint?
I think that there's a lot of things that outside sources don't know. They see things that aren't exactly true. They expect things out of players that are not necessarily expected. I think it's confusing why somebody would come to a conclusion and tweet something when they don't know what's going on the inside. So that it's just confusing to me. I think it's kind of humorous sometimes, but it's just the way it goes.
What would be some of those things? I mean, maybe without going into too great a detail, but that you see that we don't see and the general public doesn't see, that you can say, hey, chill out, we got this, and this is kind of what's going on, and this is why maybe some of the things that are happening would be happening.
I just think that we're going through practice, we're doing these things. It's kind of a hard question to answer. We're just doing our thing. It's not people saying those things. It's hard for us to respond to, I guess.
Okay, Pete, you kind of jumping off his question, you talked about how much progress you guys showed in that game. Your defensive coaches are saying that this defense is making more progress than is typical of a team at this point in the season. Mm-hmm. How much of the depth and the quality have we seen from you guys? How close are you to showing what your potential is?
Well, I think Penn State was a big start. Coach Schiano always mentions that there was always a big improvement needed. He was reading off stats in one of our meetings, and he was like, "We did this. This is excellent." But then this also happened. We had a good third down percentage, but then there's other things that happened that weren't necessarily good. So we have a goal of they can't get past 100 yards rushing. Their quarterback had more than that alone. So that's something that was not good. So just kind of going forward, there's always
Well, you said it was a good start. That implies that you think that the potential is there.
I think
for
the potential
really
is great. Yeah, I think that there's great potential, but I think I wouldn't necessarily say early in the season, although kind of, but definitely I would say that it's big.
Given that,
last question, of longer runs where he would, QB draws where there's nobody in the middle of the field. Did you guys just get out schemed on those? Is that what?
We didn't. There were our first and second down coverages didn't have spies in them. So, when it came to our third down and some second downs when it was long, we'd have a spy player on them. So those first, second down plays we didn't have a spy, so it would open up. Usually not everybody scrambles like that he does, so we can't really prep for that. We've changed it a little bit this week, just because Ramsey, he's a big scrambler, kind of like Masora is, but those first and down coverages.
coming off Penn State, I mean, is it Is it kind of hard to get up? You know, not to take anything away from Indiana, but I mean, just everything that you went through, physical, mental, over there in Happy Valley. What's the preparation been like this week, and are you finding it a little more difficult maybe to get as excited about this weekend's games maybe you got last weekend?
Personally, I'm playing a team from back home, so it's big for me. But as something that happened last year, we lost to Iowa after a Penn State game, so that's obviously something that's going to stick with us. So I wouldn't necessarily say that we're still thinking about Penn State, congratulating ourselves about that. We're definitely moving on very well, just because of what happened in the past. And we've definitely had a tough week this week as far as Tuesday and Wednesday practices, so I think we'll definitely be ready, and I wouldn't say there's any lack of emotion going into this game. I think we're all pretty ready to go.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pete.